Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Chat South Africa with Pammy T. So, the story about 7-year-old Cwecwe, who was apparently violated at her school in grade 1, has been making headlines in all provinces of South Africa, as people took to the streets in protests and marches against violations of the same nature as that Cwecwe had experienced. Now, the principal of the school that Cwecwe was attending last year had refused with his DNA being taken, as had been requested from him, with two other suspects, being the caretaker of the school as well as the child's transport driver. However, the principal later agreed to the DNA test, and the investigations officially started. Now, take a listen to this.
The head of the Family Violence, Child Protection and Sexual Investigations Unit, to come and oversee and to bolster the ongoing investigation into the alleged rape of this 7-year-old girl. So we have just arrived. You can see, as you've rightly seen, the general is here. She has met with the investigating team to ascertain facts around this case. So we saw her earlier going through the docket with the team that has been entrusted with this particular investigation. And ours is to ensure justice, is to ensure that no stone is left unturned in ensuring that there's a breakthrough in this particular case.
Now, emveni kwalo duluku ubhentsu ke wokokubana babone bona into obana abana umsalo principal bangacooperate namapolisa kudala ezamazamana nababantu bafunekayo bayile ke ababini for i-DNA test wazixelela yena bakazikuya kulo DNA test ngapha koko wacela amagqwetha wakhe a-private into kokubana mawammele kule nto naye angenoyichaza uba yintoni na, because xa ungekho guilty mos ufanele ubuyayenza i-DNA test ibe yiyo eko-absolvayo kule process. Now you are becoming more defensive without even being subjected into what then you can say you are as guilty. You are not guilty up until proven otherwise. So sayibona ke into yobana kukhona ukudlalisa nge-emotions nokudlalisa ngabantu apha. Now ndathi ke okay mosindim umuntu onike license ngokwasemthethweni izikolo makhe ndiboleke le license yesisikolo mandiboleke imali karhulumente kwesi sikolo then ndime kuloo ndawo bawuqhubekeka bona belugqudulula ubheka phaa kwa-justice uba bafuna i-court bawufika sendiphanga phambili andinangxaki naloo nto ndifuna bona so that bazondixelela into yoba xa i-regulation isithi all schools must be safer areas for our kids. Now xa esi ke ngoku sinengxaki ye-rapes zabantwana, yintoni mna njengomphathiswa endigarantayo into yobana ngomso kuzibakho rape kwaba bangekareyitshwa? I-concern yam ayikho kulo mntana ureyitshiweyo, i-concern yam ikwaba bangekareyitshwa into yoba uba ke ngoku ngomso kuphinde kwareyitshwa omnye sendithini mna xa ndiphendulayo. So makhe sibe siboleka ke license sisidirejistarishe. I've given them 24 hours to respond on the matter. Uba bafuna iye court ke ba-right, but the goodness about it into kokuba yile court bebeyibaleka le ngoku bazawuya kuyo bawudirejistarishe. That's what I want from them, because they've been running away, not cooperating with the SAPS, and now I'm then saying I'm closing this school, then I must meet you in a court of law, so that izosibuza i-Department of Justice basi nizokwenzani apha, indixelele ke ngokuba yona i-Department of Justice kutheni esi sikolo funeka sivuliwe xa isisigqubo soreyitshwa kwabantwana babantu.
This week has been very heavy for most of us. We have been made aware of children who have been sexually assaulted in schools by adults who are meant to protect them. This week alone, we've learned of a young child, Cwecwe, from Ematatiela, not too far from here. This child was brutally violated, and her perpetrators are yet to be found and prosecuted. Schools are meant to be places of safety, places of learning, places where parents leave their children to get an education. but not to get raped. I know this particular case is receiving attention from the provincial government and the South African Police Service at a national level. But let us be honest, ladies and gentlemen, that these interventions come once unimaginable harm has already been created. Justice must be served, yes, but more must be done to rid our schools and our society of sexual predators. This important work I intend on doing with Minister Cwecwe to change the law so that every single person who comes in contact with children in schools is vetted against the sexual offenders register. We cannot simply be angry, but we must let our anger fuel us into action.
DNA is critical when these matters of this nature are handled right from the beginning. Now, DNA testing was done on the victim as per procedure. And the outcome of those who were dealing with the matter was that no foreign DNA could be found on the victim. But in the course of time, there were 3 persons of interest who emerged. Now, that then required further DNA testing. What has since become clear since they started is that the investigation generally followed the correct processes, but of course with challenges present, as I've indicated, that this is a case without witnesses, and it's a case involving a minor, and it's a case where DNA, crucial as it would be, but it wouldn't be comprehensive and get completed in the sense that you wouldn't be able to compare, do the necessary procedural comparisons.
So with everything being said and done, Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, having stated that the DNA of the victim has no match, what does this mean going forward for this case? Will the investigation still continue in efforts to find out who the real perpetrator is? What's your take on this matter, South Africa? Come forward. Let's talk.
Cwecwe. She's just an 7-year-old girl. And I just heard horrible news now to say even the last person that we thought is the perpetrator, it's innocent. I was raped by a small ghost. And all 3 men that were involved are innocent. Justice for Cwecwe.
Oh.